Thank you for joining us today for another exclusive interview sponsored by Immovet. Help your horses reach their maximum potential with Immovet's line of natural homeopathic products. I'm your host today, Aurelian Trumia. Today we're joined by Shannon Clarke of Hermitage Thoroughbreds as Lady Shenandoah secures her place in the 2025 Everest. The triple Group 1 winning mare, now a contender under Fairway Thoroughbreds, brings new excitement to the world's richest sprint. We'll explore what makes Lady Shenandoah the right fit for the Everest, her journey from classic wins to the elite challenge, and the partnership between Hermitage and champion trainer Chris Waller. Join us today for an inside look at the preparation, pressure, and ambition driving Lady Shenandoah Everest beat, and what her spring campaign could hold beyond Australia's most coveted race. Shannon, great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So how did you feel when you learned that Lady Shenandoah had secured a slot in the Everest?
Oh, we're so thrilled. We are absolutely over the moon that we've got a horse in such an exciting race. I mean, obviously it's a relatively new race in the grand scheme of things, but it gets so much attention here in Australia.
Definitely. And what do you think makes Lady Shenandoah the right horse for the Everest? Given her success has primarily been over long distances.
James McDonald was adamant at the end of last preparation that she was a sprinter, even though she was obviously winning those group ones, up to a mile. He just thought the older she got, the stronger she got, and that she'd be more of a sprinting type. And I think after her last start in the Concord, even though it was a bit luckless, she really showed that she's got the speed there.
Definitely. And talking a little bit more about Chris Waller in this case, how has your partnership, with him evolved since Hermitage began working with him?
Yes, well, obviously I've been the manager here for 5 years now. I worked for about 4 years here before that. So my dealings with Chris started about 5 years ago, and he's just an absolute gentleman. If you have any issues, he helps you work them out. He's got your back. And I think we have a nice mutual partnership going on. He gives our horses time. We like to have our horses like a trainer with a bit of patience, and it just seems to work out.
Well, very well. And what does Chris Waller's confidence
Mm.
in Lady Shenandoah means to you?
Oh, it means the world. Obviously, he's one of the world's best trainers. He's a very good judge. Um, and if he thinks that she is a contender for this race, then we back him 110%.
Excellent. Perfect. Could you tell us a little bit more about your background, and how you first came to work at Hermitage Thoroughbreds?
I came here in 2016. I always used to ride track work for many years. I've been in the racing game since I was like 18, 19.
Goodness.
But after I had my daughter, I obviously the track work times aren't very conducive with being a mother to a young child. And an opportunity came up to work here, which the times fit in better with having a young child, and it's just sort of grown from there. The previous manager, when he departed, my boss, Mr. Eugene Chuang, was very he gave me a chance, a very good chance.
Wow.
Probably, it doesn't come along very often, and I took it up, and so far so good.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying everything so far. That's great.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been
And
good.
what
Challenging,
for sure,
challenging at
for sure,
times,
for sure.
But
And
no,
as you
I
said,
think
you've been in this industry since quite a bit of time, actually.
yes, for a long time now. For a long time now. So, but this is the most important job I've had, I would say. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Excellent. What drew you initially to the thoroughbred industry, and how has your role evolved, since joining the Hermitage team?
Well, after I finished school and I wasn't really sure what to do with myself, and I'd always been around horses my whole life since I was about the age of 4. Um, and a job came up on some website that my mum saw, and it was for a breaker in Perth because I'm originally from Perth, WA.
Okay.
And I thought, oh, this job will do until like I find a normal job, and that was,
Mhm.
I know, 25 years ago now, and I've never really found a normal job, but I love this job.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so it's just built, slowly over time, worked for a couple of different trainers and moved to Sydney in 2009. And I worked with a really good trainer, Guy Walter, for many years until he passed away. And he gave me a good grounding, and he was a very good horseman, very nice man. And I was just, things evolved from there, and I don't know if it was right place, right time for Hermitage. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just I'm getting more and more confident as the years go. But you can never know enough.
That's
You
true.
always got to
That's true
listen to people.
for sure. And sometimes
Yeah,
the opportunities just happen.
they do. So
Excellent.
yeah, I've been very lucky.
Perfect. Going back to the Everest,
Hmm.
Lady Shenandoah finished second in the Concord Stakes on her return.
Hmm.
What did that performance tell you about her readiness for the Everest?
Oh, look, like Chris said, it was a big gamble taking her from, the, 1400 to mile races back to sprinting. So it was a bit of a gamble. But I mean, oh, everyone who watched that race could see that she could not get out. And once she did, she flew home. The way she extended that last 50 meters, it was nail biting. I'm so proud of her.
Excellent. I can see that. I can see the emotion in yourself.
But you know what racing's like, it ebbs and flows, and you go good for a while, then
That's
it's
true,
quiet for a while. So I think we're in a good patch at the minute. So we're just trying to enjoy it,
for
enjoy
sure,
it while it's here.
as you should.
Yeah.
What does having a runner in the Everest represent for Hermitage Thoroughbreds?
Oh well, now in Australia, I suppose it's the elite of the elite sprinters in the country. Well, and even overseas horses now.
It's true also.
Um, so just to have a horse even in that class, we've had some good horses in the past and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, this is very exciting. It's a different level, the Everest now, I think. Now that it's now classed as a Group 1 and the money's there and all that sort of stuff, but it's the hype around it is massive.
Does it add more pressure? I'm sure
A
these
little bit,
responsibilities.
yeah.
Sure.
It feels like it. It feels like I always feel like I'm under pressure anyway, but that's
Oh
me.
wow.
I do that to myself. People don't do it to me. I do it to myself. But I just, I wanted to go well, and I wanted to go around safely and get back home safely, and I think that's the main thing with her now. Like obviously, her reaching her peak performances is exciting, but also, she's a very valuable mare now, so we've got to keep that in mind as well. But Chris is, horses always come first to Chris, so we know that she'll always be safe in his hands.
And how do you prepare yourself for that big race?
Oh, I don't know, not very well. I don't prepare myself very well. I don't eat for a week. I don't sleep for a week. All those sort of things. Um, I've got to try and remind myself to enjoy it,
For sure.
not feel so stressed about it, and just relax into it. And because these things don't come along all the time.
That's true. And I'm sure it's not
Yeah,
easy sometimes, especially when it's such a big race like that,
it
to
is a
actually
big
just
race. I mean,
enjoy.
I think yeah, because she's not on the farm at the moment, and she's in with Chris. So having to not look at her every day is probably easier than having to watch her every day. Um, but no, I can't wait, and I'm so proud. And we're
And
all excited. The whole team here is so excited.
excellent. And how does that compare to Hermitage previous Group 1 successes?
Um, well, I was around when we had the autumn sun. I wasn't really involved with going to the races and stuff like that. I wasn't really included in that part. But he was an exceptional racehorse. Um, but this is like we've had September Run since then, who won the Coolmore and the William Reed. So there were two Group 1s while I've been manager. But this is a different level altogether. It feels like. Um, bit
So
more
very,
pressure.
very unique position, I guess, for you.
It is unique. It is unique, and I know that these things don't last, and I just hope it can continue for a little while longer, so we can ride on the coattails of her success.
And with Lady Shenandoah currently favorite for the Manikato Stakes, how are you
Yeah.
managing the pressure, as I mentioned earlier, but also expectations leading into the Everest?
Well, yeah, she's going in favourite. So I always get there is a bit more pressure when they are favourite for races because you just hope that they perform up to what people think they will.
Sure.
Um, but just as long as she, at this same thing again, gets around safely, comes back to Sydney safely, and prepares well for the Everest at this point, I think most of the pressure at this point is on Chris. You know.
Fair enough.
But no, it's exciting times for
Perfect.
sure.
And what are you hoping to see from her in that race, in either the Everest, but also the other Manikato Stakes?
Oh look, we know she's got the speed now. That's undeniable. So I just hope that she can get a clear running that she didn't get in the Concorde. I hope she can get out and stretch her legs and just fly. Which
And just
we
enjoy the ride itself, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
For her too, I think that's important also to have horse enjoy that moment.
Yeah, and I think she does. She does. I mean, even when she was a little baby working up the track here, we used to send her with one of the ponies and they do a bit of pace work and the pony couldn't keep up. Like she'd just shoot off like lightning and leave him be. I think she loves it. She's an active filly. She likes to be doing something.
Oh, that's nice.
Um, yeah. So I mean, they tell you when they're not enjoying it
That's true.
at the end of the day. So I think as long as she's enjoying it and going around happy, then we'll allow her to race on.
And that makes everyone, the team and yourself, and I'm sure, yeah, everyone gets happy as well.
Yeah,
You can see
yeah.
you can see that through the horse, obviously, as well.
It's a good ride. It's a good ride to be on. We're lucky to be on it.
Excellent. What about after the Everest? Will she go straight? Well, actually, what about after the Manikato Stakes? Will she go straight into the Everest, or are there any other
I
prep
believe that's
options?
probably a question for Chris long term, but yes, at this stage, I believe that it will be the Manikato and then back up to Sydney, then prepare for the Everest, and that way she gets 3 weeks between runs, sort of freshen her up a little bit. Um, and yeah, and then after the Everest, I'm obviously that's going to be 3 big runs for the preparation, and Chris doesn't generally overtax them, and it's to see how she pulls up after, and then discuss if he thinks that she's got another run in the preparation or if she goes to the paddock. But we'll rely on his judgment for that one.
So it's going to be really specific to how she perform, I guess. I was just about to ask you about
Oh,
the
sorry.
plans after, or for at least for the spring campaign, I guess.
Yes. There has been no talk of anything just yet for after the Everest.
Okay,
I think we'll just see how she goes in that, how she pulls up from that, and then talk from there.
for sure. It can open a lot of doors, I'm sure. So it really
It
depends on the
can.
race itself. Yeah,
Yeah. So we're just time will tell after that, and then it'll be a discussion between the owners and Chris, and hopefully she makes us proud.
for sure, for sure. And hopefully we can have that discussion later on as well.
Hopefully.
It will be probably very positive indeed. Well, thank you so much, Shannon. That was great. That was the last question, actually.
Oh, perfect.
Excellent.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your time, and thank
Yeah,
you for asking about our horse.
of course, of course. Thank you very much. And of course, best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll need it. It's going to be a tough race.
Definitely. And I'm sure Pallavi, she's the one organizing the interview. So I'm sure she'll be in touch with you regarding the interview. I
Mhm.
think they're most likely posting that on YouTube, but also for the magazine itself.
Okay, great.
Excellent. Well,
All
thank you
right.
so
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you for your time.
For sure. Enjoy the rest of your night. I think it is 9
It,
p.m. or so.
yeah, it's 4 p 4 a.m. over there, isn't it? Is that what
It
she
is.
said?
It is indeed. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. All good.
Have a good
I'm
sleep.
used to it.
Oh, shame. All right. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.